Hey folks, welcome to the Flutter course which will be taught by me in collaboration with Newton School. So you must be thinking who I am and what I am doing on this particular channel. So let me start with my introduction. So my name is Harsh Kumar Khatri. I am currently working as an intern at Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India. I am a ex-Flutter developer intern at AppScript where I have worked on developing apps with Flutter. I am also an instructor on Udemy and Eduonix, where I have around 10 to 12,000 enrollments in my 10 plus courses, which I have hosted on both these platforms. I am also a founder of a community named as Hex Hybrids, which conducts a lot of bootcamp sessions in collaboration with other communities which are present both nationally and internationally. And through those bootcamps and sessions, we have helped more than 12,000 people achieve or get started with a particular new technology in web and app development. Apart from that, the bootcamps and sessions which we organize on Hex Hybrid, we also post about various active opportunities on the same. And those opportunities which we post have helped a lot of students get jobs this pandemic. I am also a mentor at MLH and I have mentored around 15 plus hackathons and have just more than 5 hackathons both nationally and internationally. I also have a YouTube channel with the name of Harsh Kumar Khatri, so you can check that out. These are my socials. You can also follow me on LinkedIn or connect with me or follow me on GitHub to get more info or to discuss some particular things. Now you must be thinking what Newton School is. So basically, Newton School is a platform which will help you to learn and develop your skills that are needed for your best tech career. And these courses are specially designed for freshers, working professionals, and for women with no prior experience in technology. Newton School first trains you for 6 months and help you develop a full stack developer. It also has a network of more than 300 companies who hire directly from Newton School. So once the training is completed, Newton School also ensures that you are placed in one of the best companies in the country. There is also a pay after placement program where you don't have to pay anything to Newton School before you are placed with a minimum CTC of rupees 5 lakh per annum. Apart from that, they also have a launchpad where they provide free of cost courses, so you can check that out as well. There are also some certificates of completion which you will be getting when you will be completing these courses, so make sure to check out Newton School through the link given in the description. Now talking about what are the problems which are faced by the students when they are starting with Flutter development or when they are starting with any development in general. So the first problem which many of the students generally face is where to start. There are a lot of courses, there are a lot of resources which are available on the internet, but students generally get confused with where to start, as choosing from these large number of courses is a bit complex task. Now talking about Flutter specific, so students are confused like should they learn Dart first, should they directly start with Flutter, or is there something else which they need to know. Apart from that, they are also confused in picking what are the appropriate resources and what are the things they should make or what are the projects they should make to develop a strong resume or to showcase their projects on GitHub or any of the other social media platforms. So they are still confused in all of these things, and these are the problems which they face. Now talking about this course and how it will be covering all of your problems which I just talked about. So starting with what this course has to offer for you. Throughout the timeline of this course, you will be learning Flutter from ground up step by step. Apart from that, we will also be seeing how the different features in Android and iOS apps are implemented, like camera, authentication, and many more. You will be learning all the things straight from basics, so there is nothing to know. I'll be talking more about the prerequisites a bit later, but you will be learning everything from the basics. Apart from that, you will be developing engaging apps both in Android and iOS. You will also be becoming proficient in one of the fastest growing technology. So you must have heard the trend of Flutter is growing rapidly, and many companies are shifting their native apps to Flutter apps so that they can develop cross-platform app with a single code base. You will also be becoming a full-fledged Flutter developer at the end of this particular course and have a portfolio of good apps which you can showcase to a recruiter or to some firm when you are applying for the same. Now talking about how this course will be solving your problems. So in this course, I'll be covering all the things directly from scratch, so you don't have to go or you don't have to look for any other resources. So we will also be making a large number of apps which will be helping you develop your resume and your project portfolio. So I'll be discussing about what all things will be covered a bit later in this video only. So this is how this course will be helping you and will be making you proficient enough in the Flutter development. Now talking about the prerequisites which you need to have or which you need to know before starting this particular course. So starting with the first one, that is a computer or a laptop which you need to have to write the Flutter code. So apart from that, the second thing which you need to have is an emulator installed in it or a physical device configured so that you can run your Flutter apps which you will be developing. You don't need to worry, I'll be teaching in the upcoming videos how you can set up the emulator or the physical device to run your Flutter app. So we'll be covering all that part a bit later. Now the next thing which you need to have, but it is not a must. So if you are having knowledge of any programming language, then that would be great. But if you are not having knowledge of any programming language, or you are a beginner or in your first or second year, then you don't need to worry. There is no prior experience or prior knowledge required for developing apps with Flutter or Dart. And also if you are thinking that you must be needing knowledge about Android or iOS development, so that is not the case over here. So you don't need any knowledge related to Android or iOS app development experience. I'll be teaching you or I'll be explaining you some of the basics of the Android and iOS architecture or the code architecture. So we'll be seeing that as well. Apart from that, everything which will be provided in the course like the resources, code and all the sessions will be free of cost. Now talking about how you can make the most out of this course. So the first thing which you should do, which I would suggest you to do, is making notes for the important theoretical topics. So why I am telling you to make the notes for the important theoretical topics is because the topics which we learn at the starting, which are in the theoretical format, these are the topics related to which questions are asked in the interviews when people are interviewing for a Flutter intern or Flutter developer job. So these are the basic things which are asked. I'll also be covering about some of the interview questions at the end of this course, so you can get a better idea about what all things are asked and how you can prepare for the same. I would suggest you to make some notes out so that they will be helping you in the long run when you are applying for multiple jobs related to Flutter. Apart from that, the second and the last thing which you need to make the most out of this course is writing a lot of code. You also need to practice building apps to make your basics stronger. So if you are into the development field, you must be knowing that if you are practicing on a particular language or writing a lot of code, then this will help you make your basics stronger and will help you remember the concepts for a longer duration. Now let me give you a gist of Flutter and Dart. So what basically Flutter and Dart is, I'll be explaining you a bit about it. I will be covering what Flutter and Dart is in detail in the next video. So let's start with what Flutter is. So Flutter is an open source multi-platform mobile development SDK based on Dart with inspiration on React. So you must be thinking this definition is a lot of information. Let me break down each and every component of this definition word by word, and let's see what everything means in it. So the first word which is mentioned over here is open source. So you must have heard that Flutter is an open source SDK which is available or hosted on GitHub. So anyone or any developer who wishes to contribute to Flutter or want to improve the code for Flutter can directly go to GitHub, get its code and can implement its changes and then raise a pull request in it. And if the pull request meets the conditions, then your request would be merged and the code which you want would be added to the Flutter. So it is basically open source. You can also see the link which is mentioned over here. So you can visit this link for accessing the code related to the Flutter SDK. The next thing which is mentioned over here is multi-platform mobile development SDK. So what it means is that this will be working on all of the platforms. Like earlier it was only available in stable mode for the iOS and Android app development, but the latest release of Flutter is also available for the desktop app, for web apps. So it is also available in the stable mode now. So you can develop apps for multi-platform, different platform from a single code base. Like if you are writing a code, then tweaking just some part of the code will be making it accessible for the web and for the desktop as well. Apart from that, what SDK is, it is a software development kit. So many people confuse Flutter to be a language or to be a framework, but it is neither a language nor a framework. It is a software development kit which will be providing with you all the tools which are needed for the app development, for Android app development or for iOS app development. The next thing which is mentioned over here is that it is based on Dart, but you must be thinking it is based on Dart, but what basically Dart is. So Dart is a programming language which is designed for client development applications such as web and mobile apps. So basically the code which we write in Flutter is based on Dart, and through the help of the Dart programming language we can develop apps for web and mobile. You must be curious to know what all things will be covered throughout the timeline of this course. So there are various different topics which will be covered. Let me go back to the doc and show you what all things will be covered. throughout the timeline. So we'll be starting with the basic theoretical part, like what Flutter is, what Dart is. Let me zoom it a bit. Yeah, so once the theoretical part is completed, we will be getting started with the installation and the setting up part. Next, we'll be seeing what are different type of states available, what are different type of widgets available. We'll also be seeing some of the basic concepts which are asked in many of the interviews, like how the widget cycle is, what is the rendering, or how is the rendering process, how are the apps converted into the native apps, like how is Dart code converted into native Android apps and iOS app. Next, we will be starting with some of the basics apps. We'll be developing these apps all from scratch. We'll be seeing the different file structures which are available in Flutter. We will also be seeing some of the common widgets which are used in Flutter. Next, we'll be seeing or working with the images, developing some more apps, working how the UIs are made and how you can develop your UI if you are planning to work on some particular app for yourself or your startup. So we'll also be seeing how you can develop efficient UIs, how you can work on various different UIs and UI clone projects. We'll then be working on some more projects and some of the packages and dependencies which are mostly used in our Flutter app. So these are some of the most common dependencies. We'll also be seeing about them. We'll be working with the audio part, like how you can add your audios in your app. Audio is one of the important part of your Flutter app because if your app is needing some audio and if you are skipping that part, or if you are not adding any audio to it, then it will degrade the user experience and user won't be willing to use your app. So you can use audios to make your app much more interactive by playing various different sounds and so on. Next, we'll be seeing about some of the most common widgets which are also used, like the drawer, snack bar, tab bar, custom font, bottom navigation bar, etc. Next, we'll be working on developing a camera and gallery app where we'll be storing the files to camera, gallery, sharing the files, and so on. Next, we'll be working on the forms, how to take the input from the user, customizing the input, adding validations to it. Next, we'll be working with the API part, like how we can implement various different APIs, because APIs are one of the important part in your Flutter app, because if you are planning to scale your app, then API is your go-to thing, as you can't implement everything natively in your app, so you need to use APIs. So we'll be seeing how we can do that. Next, we'll be working on offline database storage for Flutter. So we will be seeing how SQFlite is implemented and how we can perform various different operations using this SQFlite database. Next, we'll be working with the state management solutions. So we'll be developing apps with all these state management solutions. There are also chances that I'll also be covering some of the state management solutions which are not mentioned over here. So stay tuned for the upcoming videos as well. And towards the ending part of this course, we'll be starting with the Firebase, like how the setup is done, how we can add Google sign in, Facebook sign in, Twitter sign in, authentication part, sign in with phone number. So these are some of the things which provide user with a lot of options to log in from or sign in from. So we'll be seeing how we can do that. Next, seeing an online database which is available in Firebase, and apart from that, the Firebase storage which is also available, how we can send the notifications from our Firebase dashboard and from other apps to our Flutter app. Once the Firebase part is completed, we'll be coming back to the essential widgets and more Flutter packages which are used or which we prefer and which we implement in our Flutter app when we have some knowledge about the basic concepts and the knowledge of implementation of some basic widgets and packages. So we'll then be seeing some more essential widgets and packages. Apart from that, once all of these things are completed, we'll be starting with the clone series, where we'll be developing the UI clones for various different apps, the top apps which are there in the market, like Instagram is there, WhatsApp is there, Snapchat is there, and so on. So we'll be seeing all of these as well. So this was the basic timeline and the basic overview of the course. So there are a lot of things which will be added to the course in the coming time as we proceed. Now, what will be the intensity of the videos? So there will be 3 to 4 videos posted every week which will try to cover the topics as I mentioned them in the timeline. So 3 to 4 videos will be posted every week. So you can stay tuned or subscribe to the channel if you haven't still, to get the updates about the new video being posted. When you will be ending this course, you will be job ready and you will have enough knowledge related to Flutter through which you can directly get into any entry level job or any intermediate level job which is related to the Flutter app development. And also, if you want to see something specific which is not being mentioned in the timeline, so you can comment that down below. and I'll be more than happy to teach you those particular things which are not mentioned in the timeline, and also to share my knowledge on those particular topics. So do comment down below if you want to see something specific which is not being mentioned over here. At last, show your excitement by commenting down below, and also comment down below why you want to learn Flutter and how much you are excited for learning Flutter through this collaboration which is occurring through the help of Newton School. So stay tuned for the upcoming videos. So there will be a lot of content which will be posted related to Flutter. A lot of apps will be developed throughout the timeline of this course, and after once this course is ended. So stay tuned for all of these. So we'll be developing a large number of good projects, real world projects which are being used, which you can use or which you can showcase in your portfolio. We'll also be developing some of the apps which have helped me get jobs in my earlier career. So we'll also be seeing at those apps. So at last, so if you haven't liked the video, then do sure to drop a like. Share this video with all those people or all those communities where you want to spread knowledge about Flutter, and with the folks who want to learn Flutter. At last, subscribe to this channel so that you can get all the updates which will be posted on this channel in the upcoming days. And if you are developing something throughout the timeline of this course, then do post on social media about it, tagging Newton School and me. If you want to discuss something with me, then you can check out my socials given in the description. I'll be more than happy to help you out, and if you have any other doubts, you can comment them down below. I'll be more than happy to answer those. And thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned for the upcoming videos.